So at NSAR, we don't have a very large staff, so our volunteers are essential to all of our operations, everything from research to their expert advice on what we should be working on and what will have the most impact to them and their clients.
The experiences I've had as a volunteer have introduced me to new people, to new ideas, to new technology.
Well, besides the tremendous satisfaction, it gives you the opportunity to step outside of your everyday role as a realtor. You get involved, you get to see behind the scenes.
It feels good. It feels good to do something connected to the field that I love, but it's not always about the dollar.
With NSAR, I love volunteering because I get to meet new people, I get to learn new stuff, and at the end of the day, I get to give back. But also, it allows me to help ensure that some of the directions that we go in as an organization, I have input into.
When I first started to volunteer, I wanted to have a voice, and I wanted to make sure that if this was my career, I wanted to have some impact on how that career goes and what direction it takes. And now I think I volunteer because without it, I'd miss it, and I wouldn't feel complete.
Everybody only knows so much. We need new people with new thinking and new perspectives to bring fresh ideas to the table.
I was actually asked to come on to the DEI, or Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee for NSAR because of the amount of work I do with the LGBTQIA2S+ community. If you want change to happen in the world, then you need to be the change, right? And what a better way to do that than to volunteer your valuable time in valuable places like NSAR volunteer committees.
There are a variety of committees available for folks, and it doesn't matter if you have a lot of time or a little time, there's something available for everybody. Folks that are on our Provincial Municipal Affairs Committee and our Political Action Committee have direct impact on our province.
At NSAR right now, I think between being on the board of directors, I'm the chair of 2 committees, and I sit on 3 other committees. At the end of the day, it's not that much time. I spend more time in my car every single month.
We have some great committees that don't take a whole lot of time and are really feel-good committees. So our bursary committee meets once or twice, and they're tasked with giving bursaries to children and grandchildren of realtors. Our education committee volunteers help set up our courses and what they do. Our MLS volunteers help make the MLS system better and easier to use for members and clients. So volunteering is essential because you do have an impact.
You give yourself an education. You feel confident when you leave your meetings. So it really forms a bond that never goes away.
I think that allows us to become better realtors, better people, and better engaged with our communities.
And it's that sense of accomplishment. Like we put our heads together, we did our best, and now we're kind of seeing it come into fruition. I think that's the most rewarding part of volunteering.
The first thing you can really do to help is read your newsletters, look at social media, and know what's going on in your industry and know what your association is doing.
In addition to watching for the notices that come out inviting you to apply for committees, you should be going to our NSAR days. You should be going to our annual general meetings and decide, where might you be a good fit to start.
Once I came here and sat around the board table, my whole opinion of the organization changed completely. I could see how hard everyone worked, and I could see their mission was to make sure that all the voices were heard and that your opinion counts and that you feel like you're part of something a bit bigger.
The profession gives us so much. Give a little bit back to your colleagues, people that you work with, to make it a better environment for us all.
It's so fulfilling, it's so gratifying. The folks who I've met, both staff and realtors around the province, I would never have built the relationships with them had I not been volunteering.
And a lot of the time, like, the networking that you get from it is really what takes you further, whether it's in your career, your life, friendships, you just never know, right?
Oh my goodness, it's going to enrich your career, and it's going to be a real growth experience, and it's just a no-brainer.
Our organization is run at a very high standard. If you want to continue to have a robust organization that is self-regulating and is the voice of real estate in Nova Scotia, you can help by getting involved as a volunteer.